Lucky day.
Day.
And that's
Lucky day.
in that car.
Oh, you want to ride in that car?
Yeah.
Looks like a fun car to drive in.
I'll get in that car again.
That's a nice looking old car. Uncle Donald! Huey, Louie, and Dewey called as they raced into the house. We're going to make lots of money this summer. That's fine, said Donald Duck, but how are you going to make the money? We're going to, began Louie. To take care of, continued Huey, people's lawns, Dewey said. Fine, fine, said Donald. Have you a lawn mower? Oh, yes, it's automatic. Automatic? Donald asked. Yes, it's a goat, the three said together. A goat, exclaimed Donald. Then, afraid of trouble, he warned them. Now, goats are often troublemakers. If I hear just one bad report about this goat, you'll have to get rid of him. Oh, yes, Uncle Donald, we'll take care of him. All went well for several days. The boys came home with money jingling in their pockets, and the goat was as gentle as a lamb. Then one evening the boys asked, could we please have a party on the lawn next Thursday? We'll pay for it ourselves from our lawn cutting money. Donald Duck thought a minute. The boys had worked hard. All right, he said, you can have a party, but remember you'll have to do your work on the lawns too. No shirking. We understand, Uncle Donald. That evening the boys sent invitations to everyone in Disneyville. Mickey Mouse, Bertie and Morty, Minnie Mouse, Goofy, Clarabelle Cow, Horace Horsecollar, and of course Uncle Donald Duck. They're good boys, Donald said the next afternoon as he read his invitation.
Lying on the floor.
He is giving a boost to whoever is the one in the orange or yellow, whatever this. So he's not tall enough to reach in there, so he gets down and the other duck stands on his back so that he can get up a bit higher and reach into the mailbox. They're good boys, Donald said the next afternoon as he read his invitation. Just then the phone rang noisily. Donald Duck, said an angry voice, you'll have to get rid of that goat or I'll never speak to you again. Why, Daisy, what happened? That goat ate all my finest lilies. I was going to enter them at the flower show tomorrow. You'll have to get rid of him, I say. And she slammed down the receiver. I knew it. I knew it. Sooner or later that goat would get us in trouble, muttered Donald. Just then the goat sauntered through the back gate. From his mouth dangled a spray of once beautiful lilies. Huey, Louie, Dewey, Donald shouted. Yes, Uncle Donald, the boys answered, coming from behind the house. Do you want us? I certainly do want you, Donald said sternly, pointing to the goat. Those are Aunt Daisy's best lilies, and she is very angry. Remember what I told you? This goat must go. Yes, Uncle Donald, the three answered meekly. Should we sell him? Sell him, trade him, give him away. I don't care. I'll give you until Friday morning to get rid of him, Donald Duck told them. Yes, Uncle Donald, the boys answered quietly. They knew there was no arguing when their uncle used that tone of voice. He'll be gone by Friday. The boys huddled together. How could they get rid of the goat? Let's sell him to the paper boy, suggested Huey. They met the paper boy and offered the goat at a bargain price, but when they turned around, they found the goat chewing a paper. That ended the sale. We can't sell him, let's trade him, said Louie, but even that was not easy. They met the popcorn man and offered to trade the goat for a week's supply of popcorn, but while they talked, the goat chewed up the popcorn bags. What a fix they were in! They sat, heads in hands, wondering what to do. I've got it, Dewey exclaimed suddenly. What? The others cried. Listen, said Dewey, and he whispered his idea to the others. That's great, they agreed. Shh, warned Dewey. Let's not tell anyone. It'll be a surprise. The boys felt better. Preparations for the party on Thursday went on. Donald tried his best to find out what his nephews planned for the party and what they intended to do with the goat, but they would tell him nothing. Soon after lunch on the day of the party, the guests began to arrive. The boys, dressed in their best, met them at the gate. Good afternoon, Huey greeted each one. So happy you could come, said Louie, bowing politely. Here is your number for the grand prize, said Dewey, slipping a cardboard into each guest's hand. Everyone had a grand time. There were races and games and ice cream and cake. When all the ice cream was gone, Huey called for quiet. Now we'll draw for the grand prize, he shouted. The third number drawn will be the lucky one. Watch your numbers. Dewey blindfolded Huey. Huey reached into a huge decorated box. 25, Dewey shouted, reading the first number. 7, as Huey pulled another number. 13, the lucky number, 13. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, quacked Donald Duck, pushing through the guests. I've got it, boys, I've got it. The winners, said Huey, taking off his blindfold and looking at Donald's card. All right, Louie, bring in the prize. From behind the shed came Louie. He was leading the prize, the boy's goat, all washed and scrubbed and wearing a necklace of flowers. Here's your prize, Uncle Donald. You're the lucky winner. That goat! Is that the prize? Why? He jumped up and down, scarcely knowing what to say. The goat calmly took a bite of the flower necklace and uttered a long "Bah!" He's yours now, Uncle Donald, said Huey. He doesn't belong to us any longer, continued Louie, and it isn't Friday morning yet, finished Dewey. I guess that's the end.
That's the short one.
Yeah, I thought that was medium.
That's the short